Hi, so I'm just showered. I did put my brows on because I look insane without them. My hair is wet. I'm not brushing it until it's dry, so that's why I look like bedheady. So this has been requested for quite a long time. I'm sorry, Selena, that it took me so long. She requested that I review the No7 foundation. There are 3 different types. Yeah, so you guys know what's going on probably. Mistakes were made, per usual. The reason I got this one is because the Stay Perfect foundation, they had the Stay Perfect and they had the matte and then they had the airbrushed one. The airbrushed one had really bad reviews and the Stay Matte one looked way too dark. This one is the only one who looked decent. It would be different in the store, obviously, because you could actually try it on. But they didn't have it at my Walgreens or anywhere else that I could find. So I ordered it online. It was really tricky. Before you make fun of me on the shade, just go look at the online shades that it shows. I got Cool Honey. I'm neither cool or honey. Um, so I'm going to start off with 2 pumps. See how far that gets me. On the one side of my face, I'm going to use my favorite Morphe sponge. It's got the one with the flat edges. And on the other side of my face, I'm going to use my Equal Tools flat buffer. It's so dark. I did not prime my skin, as I usually don't. I did moisturize as soon as I got out of the shower. It doesn't smell great. It doesn't smell bad though. It smells like a tamed version of that Wet n Wild foundation. Oh my dear lord. I do want to kind of layer it up on my cheek right there. I have some like weird acne stuffs. I don't know why I suck so bad. I might have to scarf it, huh? Okay, so I literally look dirty. I'm gonna put one more pump on. See if I can cover the pimples on my forehead. I don't even know if it's a pimple or like a red dot. I would definitely say that this is medium. And I'm gonna slowly try and build it up though, which it looks like it is kind of doing. I'm so sorry, Selena. Listen, I'm gonna fix it with concealer. Besides being, you know, insanely dark on me, it does look actually pretty decent though. It's really dewy right now. We'll see if it dries down. I'm gonna go in with, might as well go with 3 pumps since that's what it took me last time. And my Eco Tools brush. I forgot to talk about the consistency. It is not too thick, not too liquidy. It doesn't run at all. This is so dark, I could probably use it as a contour shade. I don't know how I messed up this bad. Listen, let's stay positive, guys. You know, we can fix this. We can make this video work. What I'm gonna do is pretty much conceal my entire face, brighten that up a little bit, and then I do have some light powders that I can add. I'm not freaking out. I'm just not gonna look at myself in the viewfinder. Hold on, I have to Snapchat this. Just a tip for you guys at home, if you're not doing a test on the foundation, I would usually mix this with something that I have that's lighter. Obviously for this video, I want it to be just testing the foundation, so I'm not going to do that. I want to really, really bad. I don't know. It is looking pretty dewy. Unfortunately, I'm going to conceal the hell out of it. I'm going to use a concealer that I know how it works. I trust it. This is the Too Faced Born This Way. It's not quite as bright as my Tarte Shape Tape, so I don't want it to be like, you know, crazy difference. I am just going to basically conceal the hell out of it. And I know that this seems like it's probably going to be, you know, not a true test of the foundation. But I'm hoping that because I know and trust this concealer, that I will kind of know the difference between how the concealer is acting and how the foundation is acting. Like if I get really oily, I'm going to know that that's the foundation because this concealer doesn't make me oily. Definitely going to concealer on my mouth because that's just not cute. Hopefully this doesn't end up on a meme somewhere. I am so sorry, Selena. Last time she requests something. That's not so bad, huh? I'm going to use a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape underneath of my eyes just because I do usually like it a little bit brighter. But that's it. That's all I'm doing. This No7 brand does actually offer a concealer, but like I said, same deal with the shades. It was really hard to tell. They all looked dark. Alright, so I think that that looks actually pretty good. I did also get the translucent powder. It's in the shade Perfect Light. Here it is in the cap. It doesn't have as deep as a cap as usual powders do, but that's cool. Here it is on the sponge. It looks really light. This actually might save me. I've tried just about every drugstore loose powder that there is, and they usually like grab my concealer really weird. This looks really pretty, and it is actually light enough for me. I'm just going to go ahead and set all of the areas that I've put concealer first, which would be all over my face. This does only have 20 grams of product in here, and the Laura Mercier, for instance, has 29. But this is a lot cheaper than Laura Mercier. It is still kind of expensive for drugstore. I'm going to set my little beard. And then what I usually do is just kind of brush the powder off and up to my contour area. Just set that. Just so that when I add my contour powders, my blushes, it doesn't like grab my foundation and look muddy and funky. Try not to poke your eye out with a large brush. So I'm going to go ahead and say mission successful. This looks so much better. Does not look like I fell in mud. Alright, so I'm going to do the rest of my face. I usually always do a contour and a blush and a highlight for testing foundations. That way I can see how it works throughout the day, if it comes off, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'll do my eye makeup and stiffs, and I'll be back. So, makeup is done. I actually just filmed a video for this eye tutorial, and when I finished my face makeup, it was 3 o'clock. It was like 2:50 actually. It takes a while. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go to work, and I'm gonna come back to you because she says all day wear, so we're gonna try it out. It does look pretty decent. I actually wouldn't mind being this tan shade. It's just a couple shades tanner than me regularly. My chest is blotchy again. I didn't know. I'll come back, guys. Have you guys ever seen anything so cute? This is a dog bed, by the way. He's too big for cat beds. Max! Max! Hey! Here's your baby. Yes, my kitty. Yo. So one of you guys had asked for a tattoo tag, so I'm gonna do that. Just within my vlog, you know, I just try to add some extra in. Focus. This is a peony. I only have an outline done because it hurts so effing bad. I'm pretty decent with pain, I would say, but oh my god, right there on that ankle bone, holy moly. This is kind of a dumb tattoo, honestly. It has a very personal meaning between me and my friend, well, my ex-friend at this moment. We actually lived at 169 Linden, so we put the address up there. Well, we put the house number up here, and then it is a TV, and it says BYO because we went on. We had double dates one time, and we told them to come over and we were going to make them dinner. And then we realized while we were making dinner that we didn't have a TV because we were broke. So we texted them and said, BYO TV. So yeah, that's the corny joke. This is just a cherry blossom that I pretty much hate. I don't know what forced me to get that. This is an anchor with my dad's name in it. My dad's not in the Navy. I know everybody asks that. It just kind of means to me like my dad is always, you know, holds it down for me, holds me down. Yeah, so that's actually one of my oldest tattoos, but it looks really good because of the style that it's in. So I'm going to try not to put my toes in here because ew. But I got vegan tattooed on my toe knuckles because I was vegan for 2 years. No, I'm not vegan anymore, but still it's a memory. It was, you know, a very hard lifestyle for me at least. And I did it for 2 years, so I feel good about it. On my other foot, I have sisters because I'm very close to my sisters. I always have been. And I just wanted to carry them around on my foot as well. So there is the majority of my tattoos all in one clump. Okay, so I'm sure you guys have seen the one that's on my ear. I actually got this because one of my friends was getting his face tattooed and he wanted me to get something too, and I did not want to get my face tattooed, so I did my ear. It didn't hurt. It actually, I don't recommend it. The skin on your ear is constantly migrating and spreading out, so that tattoo constantly looks like shit. I've gotten it redone way too many times. This is actually my first tattoo that I got done with an old friend. It's just a tiny it's just a tiny little heart on my hip. The other one, my last one, causes me to get undressed a little bit. And then I have the artwork from Modest Mouse's album cover. They are still a great band to me, but at one time they were my end-all be-all. To me, just having the air balloon with the anchor, I mean, I just think it's a cool idea. I actually do hate this tattoo. I did not want like this shading in here. It doesn't even make sense to me. Why is there shading on the top? I wanted it exactly like the album art. He didn't do that. It was too late once he finished. He made me feel really comfortable because I had to have like my whole top out and everything. And he was like, listen, this isn't the first time I've seen boobs. It's the first time I've seen your boobs. And I was like, yeah, that doesn't make me feel any better. This was actually not the most painful tattoo. My toe knuckles were. Oh my god. Let me put myself back together. But yeah. So if you were the one who asked for that, that's it actually. Alright, so it is 11:33. I didn't get a chance to check in. Our work was pretty busy. is bartending tonight, and there's like big group there, so sorry about that. The foundation oxidized. Looks like it did to me. It looks darker than it was. I don't know if it's because I was like flipping my hair back and forth today, but it's kind of worn off right here. My highlight and contour and blush are still hanging out. It does look a little bit dewy, mostly like right around here. It's kind of gone off my nose. Looks a little chunky up through here. My pores look pretty big right here, which they didn't until about the, I want to say 5 or 6 hour mark. just about an 8-hour wear. So honestly, it's really hard for me to judge because it's so much tanner on me than I would ever consider. To me, it just looks very patchy, especially around my forehead. Alright, something that I want to start doing is going through the claims, all skin types. I might disagree with because it does look like it might get oily, so I'm not sure it would work with anyone oily considering I'm pretty dry. Coverage medium, I would agree with that. Non-stop complexion perfection, no. You can see this pimple up here, pimple. The pimples right here on my contour, you can see. All day wear, don't agree with. It does feel very light on my face, like I can't feel that I'm wearing foundation. Like I said, because I got this in such a tan shade, it's really easy to notice all the mistakes. And like the patchiness up here is really, really bad. I am really obsessed with this translucent powder. Like I'm going away for a drugstore powder. I just can't even believe how much I like that. I could mix it, I'm sure. Maybe I'll try it mixed and then I'll see it if I like it. And then if not, I'll just give it to one of my tan sisters. Yeah, so I hope you guys liked the video. Claudia, I hope you liked the video.